Good day, good day. Another beautiful day in Ontario, Canada. It's cold and wet and rainy and ice rain outside there, and I decided, you know what, today's a good day to work inside my carport on my Golf because I've been having a water leak inside of it. It's a 2011 Golf wagon with the 2.5 liter engine. I guess they're commonly known as like the MK6, or in Europe they call them the Variant, like in Germany. And it's been a good car so far, but I mean, I reached a 200,000 kilometer mark and then it sat for a little bit, and then suddenly everything started breaking on it. So I just been fixing one thing after another. And a recent issue that I've been having is water leaks inside the car. And so originally I thought it was the hood cable that feeds through the firewall inside the vehicle. So I'll show you guys real quick what I'm talking about here. Let me turn this around. All right. So I guess there's a hood cable that feeds right inside, right? So you have it connecting to your latch right there, and then it goes underneath the grill, under this bracket, and then it goes inside, and then it feeds in through this firewall here. I know it's a little dark there, so sorry for that, but it goes right inside here, and then it goes through this firewall, through this little rubber grommet. And so I thought that was leaking, and since the cable was busted inside this little connector piece here, and they're like $90 to replace, I just figured, you know what, just get rid of it, make myself a little pull handle here, and then just seal it up with silicone. So I did that, and I thought it was fixed, and turns out it's not. You know, a couple weeks later, same thing, water on the floor of the car, and just, you know, trying to figure out where this leak's coming from. So apparently I looked it up, and it's quite common with these vehicles that the sunroof is leaking, and mine I guess it's the Comfort line, has this massive sunroof, panoramic sunroof that really nobody needs, and I never really looked out of, but it looked nice and felt like a good choice at the time, you know, to spend the extra money, and what a waste. But now I have trouble because I chose it, you know. But anyways, so the issue with these ones, what commonly happens is the drain inside either gets plugged up and then they overflow, or in my case it's completely different, and I'll show you guys what exactly happens. So in this sunroof, what happens, I guess in the front you got a couple drain holes. And I know it's hard to see, but they're kind of sitting in the corner here, and then you have one right here, and they drain right through the A-pillar down inside, like in the inside of the vehicle, and then they go out inside here through the firewall. Now you can see here that little hole on the dash, because I had to pull the entire dash apart because I can't get my fat fingers in there to put that hose back in there. So yeah, that's where it feeds out, and then it comes in just underneath this little thing here. There's the little nipple sticks out. So this kind of sits inside the firewall like this, and then you have this hose that comes from the roof that sits inside here. Now I'll show you inside the passenger side. Now the passenger side was not leaking yet, but it was damn near closed because that hose was barely sticking in there. So if we go inside here, you can see I'd take the whole dash apart, you know, just to get that damn hose back inside there, you know. Now, of course, the floor is wet, so I gotta let that all dry out. And so inside here, right? So I didn't pull this apart here, but I looked inside, like it's still connected in this 90 elbow or whatever it is in. And so it runs here along the front, like along the pillar. This hose, and then it runs into this grommet right there. And as I said, like, you know, you can see this here, be sitting like that, and just sits inside like that through the firewall. Now, the issue is, the hose is supposed to be in there up to this, and for some reason, I don't know if it's because of the cold or something, it shrinks, but on the other side it was basically completely popped out. Like, see, this barely sits in there, see? So it's completely popped out, so that's why I had a massive leak in here. So yeah, it's it's a poor design. Like, you'd figure they'd put a clamp on it or something, you know, and so that's what I'm trying to fix it with. I'm gonna silicone this back in place, and then I'm gonna put a little clamp on there like that, and hoping that will keep the hose on, because it was surely not up to that line where it's supposed to sit. And so, you know, a big job taking the dash apart just to fix this, but I mean, you want to have a dry vehicle, right? But I don't know. Some, like Volkswagen in general, very good car. It runs great, never have any issue with it. But ever since I hit the 200,000 kilometer mark, everything starts breaking on this thing, and I just keep fixing and fixing, and that is unfortunately one of the parts that I had to fix. But I just thought I'd make the video just to show you guys what's up, what you have to do to get to it. because on the other side you can't really push nothing. Like if you pull this nipple thing out there, there's no way that you can push it in from the other side, so you have to do it from the inside. And unfortunately, since my fingers won't fit in that gap to feed it in, or even with a needle nose plier and stuff, I wasn't willing to play around, so I just pulled the dash apart. It makes it a little easier. But I didn't see any videos out on YouTube where people explain like how it actually sits in there and how it works. So again, I'll silicone it back in place. Like it's supposed to sit on the metal there, like just around this ring here. But I'll silicone it, make sure it's in place, and I'll put a little whatever you call them, I forget the name for it. Anyways, I'll put that on there. But yeah, so I hope this video helps someone. If you have any questions, just drop a comment down below there. Thank you guys. Take care.